Hi, I'm Queen Sara Bee, and you're watching Orgasm Central TV.
How'd you get started in this industry?
So I've been doing custom videos probably almost like 9 or 10 years, I want to say. It's actually really weird, okay? And this is not really what I would consider like the start of my career now, but like kind of an essence of it. Some friend of mine gave me like a connect to sell some custom videos, and I needed money, and I was like, what the heck is this for real? And it was. And I just continued to make custom videos for those people for a few years. And then up until I don't know, I didn't really get started like into this until just over a year. And it really started with making an X account. I had gone to Exotica in Washington, D.C., so I knew what was out there. So I made the Twitter, and I got invited to do a foot fetish studio kind of clip thing. I don't know, in Baltimore. Anyway, I take my best friend, we go up there, and then they tell me about the fart fetish studio in New Jersey. And that's kind of when I popped off, is when I decided to start working with them. So that's like
Wow.
long story short.
Wow. Okay. I mean that's interesting take.
Yeah, sure. I mean, what do you think about it?
I think a lot. I notice a lot of girls do get in different ways. Like I've talked to so many women, like they start out as bartenders and they want their customers to just humiliate them. Um,
Yeah.
it's yeah. But but what do you like most about your work, and what do you like the least?
Um, okay. So, I mean, since we're talking about that, I just want to rewind a little bit. So I started with the Fart Fetish Studio, and I didn't even know what a session was at that point in time. Okay, I had no idea. And they have a podcast, and we were on the podcast and talking about other girls, and I was like, "Wait, what? You do what?" So I was very intrigued. It started from there. But I've just been doing more and more things as I get into it. I think I have a lot of fun, yeah, humiliating and degrading people in a session. I think that's really fun because I feel super powerful. Sometimes I think we go in our day-to-day lives and we just don't think about stuff like that. Like you might look at me on the street and be like, wow, like assume something about me, or she's shy, or she's quiet, or she's nice, or okay, honey, well, I can be a bitch. But it's fun being someone that you're not on the daily. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that definitely does make sense. So basically, you're
Yeah.
just like it's just acting for
I
you.
mean, in the beginning, it was more so just acting, but the more I get into it, the more I find I like it. So if I'm honest, in my normal relationships, I don't do that. I don't want a boyfriend or husband or partner that is submissive. Now, there could be like a switch aspect to it because I kind of enjoy that myself the more I get into this, but I could never be 100% dom in a relationship. There's no way. Not even 70-30. It would have to be 50-50 or less. So, and then what I enjoy the least is I mean, I don't know, it's kind of tough. Maybe the farting sessions, I kind of actually enjoy those least. Like now that I'm getting into the more serious things, it's a lot more fun just to, bully someone or walk them around on a leash and um yeah,
Okay. And what was your favorite scene to shoot?
like ever, like
Yeah, ever.
in a
Ever.
studio or
Ever.
just in general. That's a tough question. That's something I might need more thought on. I mean, off the top of my head, during Halloween, I was at Fetish Nature Studio, and they had like Halloween costumes and things like that. And we
Mhm.
broke out this giant like horse costume, and we did a video where we were farting in the horse costume. It was just really entertaining to watch. Um, as far as like at home filming, one of my favorite videos I did was with one of my clients, and he offered to like record and things like that. And I'm not going to say any names or nicknames or anything because I don't want to give it away, but the video itself and like the connection that I felt like I had, I made an immediate friend, although the dynamic was clearly that I was in charge. But it was just really smooth and it was just really fun. I don't know if that makes sense. But again, I don't want to give out like the video and say that because they might not
Yeah,
appreciate
no,
that.
no. I get it. I totally get it. But what companies are you dying to shoot with?
Companies, I've been talking to, do you know the Cowboy Strap-on?
I think I might have. I don't watch their stuff.
And
I don't know.
well, he's married, I think, to, is it Goddess Lux? Oh gosh, I don't know. They're in Tampa. And I was talking to him multiple times and I was like, I don't know if I want to do some of these things that you want to do because again, I was still new and I wasn't like doing everything like that. But they invited me before, and so hopefully I'll reconnect with him and be able to shoot with them. I think that would be fun. As for I forget his name. He's like a doggy guy. So his entire Twitter is just him in like a dog mask and he films with girls and he gets pegged and things like that. And that's really fun. And he's also in like near Tampa. So I definitely want to shoot with him at some point. And we are kind of talking about that maybe like April.
Oh, huh. All right.
Oh, you know what? Actually, okay, we're gonna rewind. You know Honey, right?
Which
Do
a
do
goddess,
you
honey?
know Princess Honey?
Oh yeah, the girl with the septum piercing, the long
Oh my,
brown
she
hair.
is, yes, she is my idol. If I were to shoot like or session with any other female creator, it would be her. It would absolutely be her. And I think we would get along really well. I do. But, you know,
Yeah, she's something. She is really pretty.
she does some really crazy stuff.
It, yeah. But anyway, here's one of those long-winded questions. Like, according to the 2022 Free Speech Coalition, 46% of adult workers have been restricted on services like PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. 36% of adult performers have lost at least one bank account, and 55% have been denied insurance, while 50% have been denied a loan because of sex work. What do you think of those statistics?
I think it's accurate and I think it's unfortunate. I can't say that that's happened to me. God forbid it did. I've had the same bank account for, I don't know, 12 years. So I really doubt that they would do something like that to me. But I think that's completely wrong. I think it goes against constitutional rights. I don't think that they can, do that to people. Like it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's like racism, but I mean, it's a type of bias that they have. And granted, it's like, so when you apply for insurance or something, they go through your portfolio. Like if you're getting health insurance and they want to know if you're pregnant or if you smoke or something like that. And they're allowed to do that. But I don't think that it's quite appropriate. Living in a country where sex work is considered bad is already hard enough. And then you want to take away how we make our money, like Cash App. I have heard that a lot. I have a lot of friends in the community that have lost their Cash App rights, their PayPal, or like you said, a bank account. And I don't know. I think it's true and it's scary because it just sucks. And the more things that come out, like AI and things like that, I think we're going to be in for a little bit more trouble.
Yeah, I guess that definitely can be worrisome. So how can people support sex workers?
Um, I mean, just know that we're real people. Like we're real people. Most of us, some of us get things out of what we do for work. Obviously, like it's rewarding. But in the end, so I think the stigma about sex work is that it's bad, it's wrong, it's people doing something weird. But we never do anything that someone isn't asking us to do. So it's like you're gonna ask for a gift for Christmas, okay, and we're gonna give it to you. It's like I'm not saying that's like kind of a bad example, but like we're never gonna do something that you don't want. So is that really illegal? Think about it that way. So how could people support that is just kind of by knowing that and like lessening the stigma about sex workers. And I guess I don't know. I mean, I would say like tip. instead. Like if you're gonna buy something, you could always tip instead because a lot of like OnlyFans or clips for sale will take less tax out of tips than they do like other things like that. So, and don't request any refunds on Cash App because that's bullshit.
Oh yeah, I heard about that too.
People have done that, not to me, but to my friends. So,
And what makes you stand out in this industry?
um, well, a lot of people tell me that I put like real effort into a lot of my work, like my customs and things like that. So for me, I think that makes me stand out just because I really do. I always try to put like my own spin on it. And I like when I do these videos, I'm thinking about ways that say that you ordered a video from me. I'm thinking about ways that you might think it's quirky or just fun or like an addition or just something fun to kind of throw in there. But I'm a genuine person, but I think most of us DOMs are. Like I just, I haven't had the opportunity to meet everyone, but have with that what you will.
And where do you see yourself in like 5 to 10 years?
I think 5 years I'll still be doing this. I think I might be doing this on a different scale. 10 years though, honestly, 10 years is a long time. I think I'm going to cut back in the next 10 years. Cut back, do less. But obviously, by that 10 years, I'll have enough money to do whatever else I want to do. Just because in 10 years I'll be almost 40 and I don't know how much of this I can do when I'm 40. I can, but what do you think about
Yeah.
that? Do you think there's a lot of DOMs that are like 40,
Uh,
50
are
or
you kidding me? There are so many Doms, 40, 50. There's a Dom who's probably like in her 70s right now that's still
yeah.
whoop ass and still amazing at it. And they probably still make six figures every year.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's crazy. I mean I might. It just depends. I think it's hard. The worst thing about being in the job that I'm in is being single and when you go on a date and before the date or at the date, people say, "What do you do for work?" And I'm like, do I just go out and tell you all the 10 million things that I do that are fucking weird for work? Or do I just kind of summarize it? Or what do I do? You know? And that's really hard. So finding like a true person that doesn't use you, like once they know what you do for work, um, and someone that kind of just accepts you for you and doesn't change what you do. Because I'm not trying to like, I don't want an open relationship ultimately myself. But they have to be okay with what I do for work. So it's kind of hard for most people.
Yeah, it can be hard for most people, but I mean, if you find the right guy, it'd be the best thing ever. But
Yeah.
um, so what do you see? What do you think your greatest accomplishment is in this industry thus far?
I mean, I went from 0 to 100 in about a year. I feel like I'm just kind of like I've accomplished so much that I'm just kind of proud of myself as a whole because a lot of people tell me like to get where I am, it takes a lot longer. But I mean, I made my Twitter like last January, last February. And I mean, I had a divorce. I had been dating somebody, could barely afford my rent. We broke up. I was by myself, definitely couldn't afford my rent. I didn't know what I was gonna do. It was kind of like miraculous, actually. Just kind of seeing that. And now it's like I've paid off 12 grand in debt this year. And it to see that is just insane. So I'm just, I guess, monetary, values. That's what I'm most proud of. And I mean, I think I made a face like for myself, and I've made a couple friends.